right, now let's see what Amin Elhassan, or as I call him, Yada Amin. I give so many nicknames. Like, I remember your nickname before your real name, right? Like Rick Bucher, I call him Slick Rick the Bucher. They still call him Slick Rick because it's just catchy, right? So love for my people out there. But Amin, Yada, insists that Damian Lillard, the deal is done, and he calls out Woj for spreading ridiculous rumors. Oh, really? I got some history with this. Let's talk. So virtually all signs point to the all-star Damian Lillard, who's not happy in Portland right now, forcing his way to the Miami Heat. Yet, ESPN insider Adrian Wojnarowski continues to hedge, leaving open the possibility that a dark horse team could emerge, thwarting Miami's rumored pursuit of Lillard. Uh-oh, I see where this is going. So there's a Woj tweet. The Heat, Clippers, and 76ers are three teams that will have interest in exploring trades for Lillard. Sources tell ESPN. The Blazers are expected to value deals that will bring them back young players and draft assets. Doesn't seem like a crime right now, does it? Let's read the next tweet from Woj. Front offices talking to Portland today. We're left with the impression that GM Joe Cronin is pursuing a star-level return package for Damian Lillard, and that Cronin plans to look well beyond the Miami Heat to find one. No crime here, but certainly a little suspicion. But here goes Amin on the Dan Le Batard show, who has a theory implying Woj is doing Portland a solid, carrying water for the Trail Blazers in hopes of leveraging a better offer from Miami. You mapped that theory onto what's going on in reality. Now you see something. Here's Amin. Quote, in this scenario, what does Wojnarowski gain by delaying the inevitable? Insulting our collective intelligence by pushing a narrative that no one, not even himself, believes. Adrian knew. He knows what the deal is, suggesting that Lillard to the Heat is a done deal. Just wait on a few dotted I's and crossed T's. What he is engaging in is protecting one of his closest sources by giving them cover by saying there's no way he's going to go to Miami and coming up with ridiculous premises like San Antonio could be a dark horse. It's all poppycock. Where's Poppy? Le Batard? Where's Poppy? Le Batard conveyed a similar message, suggesting that ESPN is hoping to drag the Lillard saga out as long as possible, doing everything in his power to keep the content machine running that are going on in sports, right? Because it's a quiet period on the sports calendar. So he says the Heat know they got Lillard. When no one's talking about things that are going on in sports, hot dog eating contests and baseball, Lillard will fill your timeline. He ain't lying. Who's a bigger star right now that might be on the move anywhere in sports? Transaction feeds so much of this that it now eats up so much TV content where people talk about how Boston and Philadelphia can get in the game. He ain't lying right there. All right, let's talk about all this. But these are the dog days of summer and content. Thank God that these commentators are talking and beefing and former players, because, man, I am not talking about hot dog eating no more. I'm not talking about badminton, even though I wish y'all would love it like I do. Can't talk about Wimbledon. Y'all like, dog, what the hell are you talking about? Can't talk about pickleball. Like, I mean, what are we talking about? It's the off season of basketball and football, and we still killing it out here because we know there's more to it than just the results in sports and the big ones. But he has a tremendous point, and it's a huge incentive for ESPN to draw this out. Now, let me tell you why. One, they paid Woj $7 million a year and Schefter $9 million a year. Little bump up, that's the NFL. And it's not just a tweet, y'all. Like, y'all not getting that type of money just to be like, sources say this, insider money. No, you know why they get more? Because they are content creators. Think of them as you think of a Stephen A. They just do it in a different form, in a different version. So that comes with incentives from the network itself. Hey, Stephen A show is 2-3 hours. Y'all over there tweeting for 10 seconds. That's not $7 and $9 million worthy. But if you can give us something that we can keep running with, not run, jog with, walk with. What they say? Oh, y'all tell me the movies. Hey, man, let's run down there and get one of them. He said, nah, bruh, let's walk down and get them all. And that's what Woj sounds like he's doing, according to Amin, walking down and trying to get them all. And the all is your attention to this Lillard story. Okay, so I found this out the hard way. Let me be real. When Schefter was going to break, it seemed like, the Jim Harbaugh story, I thought he was slow playing it. I didn't know anything. I found out the hard way. When I found out the information that Jim Harbaugh was going to Michigan, I didn't believe it. Then my boy said, dog, I got the intel for real. I know the recruiter that signed the deal for him, you know, the headhunter out there that puts the two parties together, merges it. He said, I know that guy. I got it. And I was like, no, you don't. And then he sent me a picture literally on the air. And I looked down, I was like, oh, that's Jim Harbaugh's contract in his signature. And it said Michigan on it. I was like, pfft. And then you know me, I'm just being real. I just talked about it, like, yo, Jim Harbaugh going to Michigan. I think I was with Max, I'm not sure. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, he's going to Michigan. I said it matter of fact. I ain't even care that much. I was like, dog, I love him as a coach, but he ain't with the 49ers. I'm kind of disappointed. All right, whatever. Then all of a sudden, bosses tapping, producers coming left and right. I was like, what the hell did I do? And they were like, oh man, it was Michigan Gate. I was like, what the hell? But I was like, ah. And then I had to give a fake apology, and I gave the apology, and it was fake, but I gave the apology for real because I thought I took food off Adam Schefter's plate. That's his gig, that's his thing. I ain't never intend that. But now, as I look back on it, and then this story just keeps confirming it, it wasn't none of that. It was just they wanted to milk this sucker for months. Well, y'all should have told me. I would have helped you out a little bit. But at the same time, they were drawing that out. And they knew all along that sucker was going to Michigan. Don't act like my random ass just gonna find out Jim Harbaugh going to Michigan and y'all got all these insiders and sources, right? So this is how the game goes. Adam and Woj get paid capital from ESPN. And then they pay the teams for inside information, pay them for exclusive access, human capital. Y'all know what human capital is? Favors, looking out, all right? And it may be this situation, it may not, but I know human capital exists everywhere. That's the connective tissue to make you get the information to scoop first. Oh, you do me one, I'll do you one. Do me a solid, I'll do you a solid. Man, Amin might be on to this one because I think he may be doing them a solid. So y'all believe out of that means hot take that Dame to the Heat is already done? You believe Woj and ESPN are dragging their feet on this one to maximize coverage? Or y'all believe Woj? Like, dog, I'm just reporting the stuff y'all doing way too much. Y'all need to get out of that rabbit hole and get off the internet real quick. Let me know what y'all think in these comments.